2 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And last one. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Exhale. Take 2 or 3 breaths on your own. Coming back to that regular breath. Nice. And if you close your eyes, you can flutter the eyes open. And let's start moving with a little cat and cow first. So if you're seated cross-legged, hands under the knees. We'll exhale back to cat. If the legs are out in front, put it under the thighs. So exhale back to cat. Inhale, rounding up, moving up to cow. And back and forth. Excellent. And then back to neutral. Let's do our laterals next. We're going to bring one hand down to the floor. Inhale, this other arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Second side. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. And one more time each side. Nice. And back to center. Awesome. All right, so let's do a nice little twist here. So we're going to inhale nice and tall. Exhale to the first side. Inhale center. Exhale second side. Excellent. And let's do one more time each side. And then back to center. Awesome. All right, let's bring the legs out in front if they're not already. And we'll do a little forward fold too. So if you want, you can wake the legs up a little bit. To the mat. And then we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down or we reach. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down, inhale, bring it up. And exhale. Inhale. And next, one more time. Inhale up. And then exhale, fold forward, grab the legs wherever you reach. We're going to pull the chest forward, and then exhale, rounding forward. Drop the chin. Round the spine. Relax the legs. Excellent. When you're ready to come out, we're going to extend the arms over the legs. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, and release. Nice. Alright, so let's come up to hands and knees. Alright, so let's start with a little cat and cow here. So we're gonna exhale cat. Inhale cat. Exhale cat. Inhale. Nice. Coming back to that neutral spine, let's go ahead and do our spinal balance. So you're gonna extend one leg back, opposite arm forward. If it's too much to have that leg up, you can rest the toes on the floor. Extend forward with the fingers, back with the knee, or back with the heel. Excellent. And then release that side. Take a breath in the middle, and then let's do the other side. Extend that leg back. Opposite arm forward. Excellent. And then release that side. And then we're going to do cat, cow, child's pose. And you're welcome to stay in the child's pose at any point. And so here we go. So we're going to exhale cat. Inhale cow. And then exhale cat down to chest pose. And if you prefer puppy pose, that's fine too. Inhale, coming back up. Cow. Exhale cat. Down to chest pose. Inhale, coming back. Exhale cat down to chest. And then inhale. Exhale. Forward. One more round here. Inhale. Exhale cat, and then pausing in puppy or child's pose for a few breaths. Toes can come together, knees can come out wide. Rest the forehead on the hands or on the floor. Take one more breath here. Excellent. All right, now back up to table. From here, we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So let's curl the toes. We're going to push into the hands. Inhale, lift the hips up. And if you want, you can make the feet wider. And a couple of options here. You can come up on the toes, heels up and down. Or if you prefer, walk the dog, bend one knee, extend the opposite heel. And when you're ready, you're going to straighten the legs, push the hands into the floor, extend the hips towards that back wall. When you're ready to come out, you can look up at the hands and step the feet forward, or look back at the feet and lock the hands back. Take a moment in the forward fold, shift the head, yes and no. And then when you're ready to come out, bend the knees nice and deep, arms out to the side, inhale. Bring it all the way up, arms, exhale, hands straight. Excellent. Okay. So let's start first with some moving balance. And we'll start with our palm tree pose. So options, you can come up on the toes, and lift the arms up overhead, or put them both together, inhale, here we go, exhale down. And anytime after, if you want, you can check out. Next, let's do our flying crane, karate kid. And let's do opposites. So we'll start with the hands out to the side. We're gonna lift one knee up, touch up the opposite hand, and back down. And then other side. And then let's do one more time each side. Yes. And release. Lock and shoot. Alright, so let's give the feet a little love and then we'll do our warrior one. Alright, so let's start with one foot at a time. We're going to lift the toes up, spread the toes out, and then set them back down. We'll practice doing one toe at a time. Excellent. Release that, and then we're going to engage that inner arch. So big toe side, suction, cup that arch up, and then release. And then the outside, pinky toe side, lift that arch up, and then relax. All right, let's do the other foot. Lift the toes up, spread them out, set them down. Practice doing one toe at a time. Release that, and then inner arch. We're gonna suction cup that inside arch, and then relax, and then outside arch, and relax. Nice. All right, let's go back to that first foot. Turn that back foot out. First foot comes forward. Let's warm up that knee first. So we're gonna inhale straight leg, exhale bend. We're aiming for that second and third toe. And then let's push up, step back, and step the back foot forward. Going to the other side, step the second foot forward, back foot turns out a bit. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Or step the back foot forward. And then let's add the arms. So we're going to step that first foot forward again. Back foot is turned out slightly. Let's do, just for fun, let's do cactus arms today. So we're going to inhale, bend at the elbows, that front knee is bent. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. first or the second foot forward. And let's do the same thing on this side. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Excellent. All right, let's set the feet back together. And let's take a moment here and do our tree pose next. All right, so we'll start with one foot rooted into the earth. Maybe check in with those toes. And then we're going to bring the heel of the other foot above the ankle. Kickstand or tripod. And then let's check in with this hip here. So that's popped out, so we've got nice and strong, straight-ish. Start with the hands at the heart. And then we're going to grow our branches. So this is power pose with the index fingers pointed up. Do a Y, T, move the arms, whatever you like today. And then if you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up higher. Push the foot into the leg, push the leg into the foot. Or you can always keep that foot on the floor for stability. And then coming out nice and gracefully. Alright, so let's do the other side, heel above the ankle. Hands at the heart. Grow our branches. Again, you can do whatever you like with the arms. Check in with this straight leg hip, nice and strong. Bent knee, hip is open and relaxed. If you have your balance, you might bring it up higher. And then coming out nice. Excellent. All right, shake it out. Alright, so let's do Warrior 2. Then we're going to do a bunch of more fun stuff after that one. Alright, so one foot in the front, the other foot is closer to 90 degrees. You're going to bend that front knee over that front ankle. Hands at the heart, arms open out to the side. Gaze is over those front fingers. We're going to soften the shoulders, extend out through the fingers. Take one more breath here. And then side angle pose. So bend the elbow, forearm comes to that front thigh. This backhand can be on the hip, hand up towards the ceiling, or bicep over the ear. When you're ready, we're going to windmill around to Peaceful Warrior. That front hand comes up towards the ceiling, back hand is down that back leg. And then let's do it again. Exhale, side angle pose. And then inhale, windmill around to Peaceful Warrior. Excellent. One more time through. Exhale, side angle pose. And inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Next, back to Warrior 2. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. And then let's do the other side. Hands at the heart, arms open up to the side, bend that front knee over that front ankle. Soften the shoulders, extend the fingers. And then we're going to bend that front elbow, side angle pose, forearm comes to the thigh. This back hand can be on the hip, hand up towards the ceiling, or bicep over the arm. Ready, and with an inhale, windmill to Peaceful Warrior, front hand towards the ceiling, back hand down that leg. And again, exhale, side angle pose. And inhale, Peaceful Warrior. reaching. And then we'll drop the arms and step. Awesome. All right, check it out. Come on. All right, let's do, we're gonna do moon, a half moon salutation, a half sun salutation, and then something else fun after that. All right. I know, if I tell you it's fun, right? Okay, so let's start with the moon. So we're going to assemble our imaginary ball of light. Inhale, bring it up towards the sky. Feet are nice and wide. On the exhale, we're going to go over to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, second side. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale to the first side. If you want, you can drop that arm over. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, second side. If you want, you can drop that arm down. Inhale, bring it up. And one more time each side. Exhale. If you want, you can drop that arm down. Inhale, bring it up. Last time on this side. Exhale, drop that arm. Inhale, bring it up. And then, option to do a baby back bend. Look up towards the ceiling, and then just bring the ball back slightly behind you. And then inhale, bring it back. Exhale, and release. Nice. All right. Half sun. All right, here we go. So, just gonna do regular. Start the hands at the heart. We inhale, hands down, arms up. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward. Fold, hinging at those hip joints. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to it. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out, push the feet in. Inhale, all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out. Inhale, all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands down. All right. So let's do, we're gonna do high lunge next, and then triangle. Okay. So let's do 2 options to do this. You can step forward and lift the arms, or if you want to make it a little bit more of a challenge, you'll lift one leg up, step back, and lift the arms. Same idea, we'll just be on different legs. All right, guys ready? All right, so here we go. So we're gonna inhale, lift the arms up, get one of those feet in the back, and then exhale to go. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Nice. And then, all right, let's do the other leg. Either lift it and step back or step forward. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale down. Second time. Exhale, and one last time. Nice. And then step it back. Excellent. Okay, so next, almost triangle. We don't have blocks, so don't worry about going down too far. Just don't push too hard on your knee, if your hand's near your knee. All right, so one foot in the front, the other foot is kind of closer to 90 degrees. And then hands on the heart, arms open out to the side. We're gonna lock the arms, and then we're gonna extend forward, and then tick-tock the arms. Wherever you get to, you can rest your hand on that leg. And your gaze can be on the floor, up at the ceiling, or towards the horizon. 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, grab that invisible rope, pull yourself back up. Drop the arms, bend that front knee, and step the feet back. Awesome. All right, let's do this other side. Hands on the heart, arms open out to the side. You're gonna extend forward, arms are locked in position. Tuck the arms. And we'll take a couple breaths on this side. And when you're ready to come out, grab that invisible rope, pulling back up. And then drop the arms, bend that front knee, and step the feet back. Excellent. All right, shake it out. All right, we're gonna do Goddess and Star. We'll do those two next. I'm just gonna turn this sideways for a moment. Okay, so feet are wide. And you can go the narrow side, or you can go the wide side with the mat, whatever you like. You're gonna inhale, arms up. So this is our star pose. And then when you're ready on the exhale, we're gonna bend the elbows and bend the knees. If you want, you can bend the wrist. Excellent. Inhale, open back up to star. And look up towards the ceiling a little bit, makes a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, bend the knees, elbows, wrists, if you like. Excellent. Inhale, back to star. And exhale. Or horse, sorry. Nice. Inhale up, and then exhale, release out. All right. So let's do the wide-legged forward fold series, and then we're gonna do spot folds after that. Okay, so feet are wide. And again, you can do narrow side or wide side. And we'll start with pinwheels. So arms out to the side. And then one hand is gonna touch the opposite leg. So that's our exhale. Wherever you reach, and then inhale, come back up. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Go ahead and do a couple on each side on your own. Nice. And one more time each side, or finish off evenly. Excellent. And then we'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Shake them out if they're getting tired. And then let's do rainbow pose. So since we don't have blocks, but some of you guys might, or if you have a blanket, you could use that. If you're not quite reaching the floor, or you use a chair too. Any which way you like. Alright, so feet are wide as comfortable. But the wider the feet are, the closer you are to the ground. So just a thought. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to hinge at the hips, exhale, fold forward. Arms come down in front. And then we're going to inhale, bring one arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring it back down. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Back to the first side, inhale. And exhale. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Last time, first side. Exhale, back down. And last time, last side, inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Bend the knees nice and deep, arms out to the side. Push the feet in, come over that nice straight spine. So feet back together. Shake them out, and then we're going to do one more wide-legged. And let's do, we're gonna do, half sun salutation. Alright, so, option to do it how we did it the first time, with the arms out to the side. I'm going to do it with straight arms up, and then down. Alright, it's ready? Here we go. So we're gonna inhale, and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms out to the side or up by the ears. Inhale. And then exhale. That's 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, hands can come to the hips or out to the side or by the ears. Inhale. And then exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right. And step or hop the feet back together. Shake the legs out. All right. And then to counter pose the legs being out, we're going to do squat pose. All right. So we'll just do 3 rounds. Here we go. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, squat. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up. And then this is the last set. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat. Nice. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And release. Alright. Let's do 2 more poses up and then we'll come back down to play. Alright, so let's do eagle pose. So we're going to bring the arms out in our nice big wingspan. We're going to bend the knees, cross the right leg over the left. We're going to take the right arm under the left. Alright, and 3 breaths. Ready, here we go. So we're going to inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And unwind the arms, uncross the legs. And then do the other side. Alright, wingspan. Bend the knees, cross that left leg over the right. And then the left arm comes under the right. Sorry, you could also do grab the shoulders or elephant arms. 3 breaths. Ready, here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And okay, so we're going to do chair pose last. And we're going to do 1 regular, and then we're going to do twist to each side. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to bring the arms pointing up to the opposite corner of the wall. Exhale, sit in your pretend chair. Option to cactus arm, if that feels better in the shoulders, or keep it ears by, or arms by the ears. Excellent. We're going to exhale, fold forward. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come back to our chair. Bring the palms together and bring the right elbow to that left knee. And if you have to kind of grab the elbow and bring it where you want it, that's totally fine. And then the thumbs are in front of the nose. Excellent. Exhale back to center. And then inhale back to our chair, palms together, other side, left elbow to right knee, thumbs in front of the nose, inhale, coming all the way up. And then exhale, back down. And actually, after that twist, let's do, we're gonna do 6 directions standing, but we're gonna do it in reverse order. All right, so we're gonna start with the twist. Feet are wide, and you can do it just back and forth like this, or you can do inhale, exhale to one side, inhale center, exhale center. So either way, whatever feels good to you. Let's do one more time each side. And then back to center. Awesome sauce. All right, so let's do our laterals next. So you can have the hand on the hip or can come down that leg. So you're gonna inhale, one arm up. Exhale, bring back. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Excellent. One more time each side. And then we'll finish up with cat and cow. So you bring your hands to the front of the thighs. Dip the chin, tuck the tailbone. This is our exhale cat. Inhale, rounding up, looking up, cow. And then back and forth between the two. Exhale cat. Inhale. Excellent. And one more time each direction, or finish off evenly. And then back to center. Option to come into a squat and then come down to the floor, or just come flat down onto the floor. Okay, so next we're gonna do our open and close twist. So we're gonna start with right knee bent, right foot comes into the mat. Left leg extended, left arm over that left leg. You're gonna inhale, extend that arm up, feel that whole spine go with it. And then exhale in front of or behind that right knee. Right hand is behind the spine, pushing into the earth, lift. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. Excellent. Release, coming back to center. And then extend that left arm over that left leg again. Inhale, open twist. Please follow the thumb, going just as far as you can still see it. Excellent. And then bring it back to center. Switch legs. Right arm extended over that right leg. Inhale, lift, feel that nice extension in the spine. Exhale, in front of or behind and then release. You're gonna bring both feet up to the top of the mat. And rolling down onto the spine. Let's start with one-legged Apanasana. So we're gonna exhale, one knee comes in towards the chest. Inhale, foot back to the floor. Other side, exhale, knee in. Inhale, foot to the floor. Excellent. We'll finish off evenly here. Then coming back to center. We're going to bring the arms out into a T. And windshield wipers here. So a couple of different versions. You can do just side to side with the legs. Option B, if that's option A, option B is external rotation, so one knee goes out to the side, bring it up, and then the other knee goes out to the side. So that's our external rotation option. And then option C, internal rotation. We're going to drop the knee in towards the center, and then bring it back up, and then do the other side. So that's our internal rotation option. So one of those might feel better than the other. Or you can just do option A. Excellent. All right, so bringing the knees and feet back to center. Let's do a nice deep twist here. Next. So we're gonna keep the arms out in a T, bring that left foot to the center of the mat. Cross the right leg over the left, and we're going to drop both knees over towards the left. And the head can turn and look left, center, or right. Excellent. Inhale, both knees to center. On the exhale, both knees drop to the right, and the head can turn left, center, or right. Excellent. Inhale, both knees to center. Uncross. Right foot comes to the center of the mat. Left leg crosses over the right, and then both knees drop over towards the left. The head can look left, center, or right. Excellent. Inhale, both knees to center. Exhale, knees to the right, and head can switch left, center, or right. Both knees to the center, uncross, and then let's do a wide-legged Apanasana. Both knees come in. On the exhale, inhale, knees out. So the hands can be on the knees, just moving a couple of inches back and forth, finding that symmetrical spine again. Excellent. Both feet come down to the mat. We're going to extend both legs all the way straight out. And we're going to do a crescent pose or banana asana. So arms come overhead to the floor above you. Then we're going to walk both feet over towards the left, and then both arms over towards the left. So you can stay just like this, or if you want to add a little bit to the stretch, you can grab that right wrist with the left hand and cross the right ankle over the left ankle. So we're going to take 3 breaths on each side. First breath into the rib cage. There we go. Inhale and exhale. Second breath, right shoulder to right hip. Inhale. Exhale, hip to shoulder. Third breath, fingertips to toes. Inhale. All the way down that right side body. Exhale, toes to fingers. Next, we're gonna walk the arms and feet back to center. Give it a nice good morning stretch. Fingertips and heels away from the center. And then walk it over towards the right. You can stay here with the feet and the arms, or you can cross the left ankle over the right and grab that left wrist with the right hand. 3 breaths on this side. Rib cage first. Inhale and exhale. Second breath from that left shoulder to the left hip. Inhale. Exhale, hip to shoulder. Third breath, fingers to toes. Inhale. All the way down that left side body. Exhale, toes to fingers. Nice. We're going to uncross and ungrab. Walk back to center. One more good morning stretch. Fingertips and heels away from each other. And then bending the knees. Feet come back into the mat. We're going to do this one. So we're going to exhale, bring the knees into the chest. On the inhale, arms up overhead, feet up towards the ceiling. Point and flex the feet if you like. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Inhale, open, point and flex. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Nice, let's do that one more time. Inhale, open, point and flex. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Option here to rock side to side. Some people like it, some people don't. Excellent. All right, from here, we're gonna roll over onto one side. I don't know if I've done this with you guys or not. We're gonna bring the arms out in front. Your knees are bent. You take this top arm and inhale up towards the ceiling and then all the way over to the floor behind you. And then exhale, bring it back. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open. All the way over. And then exhale, bring it back. Nice. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. Excellent. All right, so we're going to roll over onto the other side. Arms out in front. Hands on top of each other, and then we're going to inhale, open, bringing that arm towards the ceiling, and then all the way to the floor behind you. Exhale, bring that arm back. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. And one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale back. Nice. All right, so let's come back onto the spine. And option to keep the knees bent or extend the legs all the way straight out for our palm tree pose. We're just going to do the arms here. So arms start down on your sides. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And now it's time to get ready for our final relaxation. Getting any last little wiggles out. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do a full body relaxation. Walking up the body, relaxing each part as we go. Starting with the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can wiggle your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way. Let's finish with some breath number 3. Those palms together, elbows together, inhale, open, exhale, close. 3 times, ready, we're go. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one more time, inhale, open. Exhale, close. All together, back apart. Namaste.
It's great.
Thanks, guys.